Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing an advice video. I asked you guys on Instagram what you'd like me to do next, and a lot of people said bitchy girls. So that's what I'm going to do for you today. I think it's a huge issue, especially if you're a girl. Even if you're a boy, it can affect you. But in school, I mean, there's just so much bitchiness, and I can definitely say that I have experienced this. I asked you to send me in some questions, and I've picked as many as I can to answer. So the first category is school, because I think school is the main breeding ground, if you like, for bitchiness. Bitchy girls, who sits with who hangs around with who's done what the previous weekend, and the whole school talking about all these rumours and all sorts. So the first question is, one of our best friends is bitching behind all of our backs to different people, but when we're with her we just go along with it because she's so popular, so we don't say anything. What should I do? First of all, this issue of popularity, I got a lot of questions about, you know, girls being popular and the popular girls being the bitchy ones. It does not matter that she's popular. Popularity is not everything in school, and this is something that I wish that I had realised, because I was like every girl. I wanted to be popular, and I was in the popular group at school. What you need to realise is that it's not about being popular, it's about finding friends who you get on with and who are true friends for you and who are not going to bitch behind your back. So first of all, realise it doesn't matter. You don't have to just go along with it just because she's popular. But the fact that she's bitching behind all your backs isn't great, obviously. What I'd suggest you do is sit her down and talk to her and say, look, have I done anything wrong that's made you bitch to everyone? If she asks you to mention names, then don't get other people involved in it. Just simply say to her, have I done anything wrong? Why are you bitching about me? Hopefully, if all of you sit her down and you let her know how it's affecting you, she'll realise that it's not something that she should really be doing. How do you cope in school with friends who never invite you out with them and don't include you in school, only when you're wanted, but you can't start making friends with another friendship group now? I think it's really horrible when groups of friends leave one person out, because it leaves that person feeling really horrible. What I'd say to cope is to speak to them. First of all, confront them, say, you know, why aren't you inviting me out? Is there a specific reason why you're not including me? And just let them know that it makes you feel really excluded and alone, because they might not be aware that that's how they're making you feel. Maybe you could organise something for them all to come to. Another thing I'd say is there's always time to make friends. People are constantly making friends throughout life, so maybe just reach out to a couple of people and have friends in different places, because with a friendship group, if you're excluded from that, then you have no one. If you have friends in different areas, it's quite useful, because then if one group are being a bit bitchy, then you can go and hang around with your other friends. What shall I do when my closest friends are starting to be mean to me? Because I sit with other people sometimes, and when I come back and sit with them, they sing songs about me and say things like, go sit with your other friends, and snide comments like that. That is the issue with making friends with other people, is people can get quite jealous when you have other friends. I think this is what the issue is here. They're jealous that you are going outside the group and making friends with other people, because maybe they can't do that and they want you to themselves. But what you need to say to them is, grow up. You can be friends with who you want. You don't have to stick to a certain group of friends, and once you're friends with them, you're not allowed to be friends with anyone else. Tell them to stop being so immature. I'm sure you still love spending time with them. As for the songs and the snide comments, just ignore them, laugh them off, and just don't let them get to you. What can you do when the popular girls hate you, say mean things about you to everyone, involving the way you look? How to be confident when they bitch about your clothes, etc. This is another issue in school, is what people wear, which is why they have uniforms. So I don't know why this is still going on unless they've seen what you wear outside school. Don't worry about what the popular girls think about you. As soon as you leave school, they will hold no hierarchy. As soon as you leave, they'll not be the popular girls in school, they'll just be normal girls, just like everyone else. It shouldn't matter what a group of girls think. Who are they to say that the clothes you wear aren't nice? Everyone has their own individual style. Wear the clothes that you want to, dress how you wish, and just try really hard to think, you know what, The opinion of these girls who I'm not even friends with doesn't matter. As for the way you look, that's literally the most shallow, superficial bitchiness. Who cares? As long as you're a good person, it doesn't matter. In school, you're not going to look your best. You're young in school. Some people don't like develop until they've left school or towards like year 11. I know I look very different now to how I looked in school, so I really honestly wouldn't worry about that. You've got a lot of time to discover your style and play around with makeup and hairstyles and hair colours and things like that. Everyone slags me and my friends off behind our backs and calls us emos, sluts, etc. My friend's getting upset, she has anxiety and gets really worried. How can I help her? First of all, I'd get her to watch this video and I'd say to her, don't let them set off your anxiety and make you worried for a reason that you shouldn't be, because they're judging you and they're categorising you, which I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're both lovely, lovely people. Honestly, they're not worth you worrying. You need to focus on getting your anxiety better. So don't let them affect your recovery with anxiety. The way you can help her is if she hears something that someone said to her, make a joke out of it, say, you know, how pathetic are they? Obviously, you know you're not what they call you. Things that they say, they're not worth worrying about if they're not true. The next category is social networks, which I think these days is a big issue. I know a lot of arguments go on social networks. It's not just in school, you know, that's how things start, that's how people see things. And it's not nice because then everyone else can see. The first question is, how do you deal with people aiming tweets at you in a horrible way? This is the famous indirect, and I know a lot of you have probably done it. Simple answer is ignore it. If they're doing it, they're the pathetic one who is tweeting and they're not even tagging you in it and addressing the issue. How to deal with bitchy girls who send anonymous hate. I found out my ex-best friend and her friends were sending me hate and I never did anything about it. How do you respond, or should you even respond? I think anonymous hate with this whole Ask FM thing is even worse, because then people can just send you hate and they don't have to take the stick for it. It's a cowardly way to address your problem with someone. I think if someone has a problem, what they simply should do is just go up and say it to them. In this situation, honestly, this girl is obviously sad that she's lost you as a friend. Think about it, they're the sad ones who are sat behind a computer sending you anonymous hate when, you know, they could be going out and doing better things with their time. I think you did the right thing in ignoring it, because then they're even more pathetic. If you don't respond to it, they haven't got a reaction, they don't know that you got upset by it, so they can't have that satisfaction of knowing. So I think definitely ignoring it is a good thing. But in a case when it carries on and on and on and it's getting you really down, that's when I think you should definitely tell someone close to you, like a parent or a teacher, so you can try and sort the issue out. The next category is boys. I like this boy in the year above and we always talk on Snapchat, but these girls in my class spread rumours about me and him, calling me names like slag, etc. Me and him have been talking for a few months now and the girls have only just found out. What do I do? This is a classic case of jealousy. Probably these girls fancy him too and they're jealous that you're talking to him. What you should do is speak to him and let him know that obviously these rumours aren't true, and just let him know to ignore them. I think you also need to speak to these girls and say, why are you interfering in who I talk to? It shouldn't be any of their business who you talk to. They're just creating drama out of nothing. Don't let them get in the way of your happiness. What to do if girls are bitchy to your boyfriend? Honestly, I think your boyfriend is gonna value your opinion over the people who are being bitchy. Hopefully your boyfriend isn't gonna believe anything they're saying, but if he is, just have a chat with him and say, if anyone says anything to you, come to me and I will give you the truth on that matter. Next is how to stay positive. What I'd say to you is, these people don't know you. What is important is that you know internally that you've done nothing wrong. It's their issue, it's their pathetic pastime, their pathetic thrill that they get out of making people feel bad. Don't let it get to you, because where is it going to get you? It's not going to get you anywhere stewing over someone's silly comment that they've made about you. What you need to do is just get out there, enjoy yourself, spend time with your friends and forget about the bitchy people who are sat at home by themselves writing indirect tweets towards you while you're out there enjoying yourself, doing all these fun things. Do nice things for yourself to help stay positive. How to respond if they say stuff to your face. If they're saying like horrible stuff to your face, just say to them, why did you say that? Like, what's your reasoning behind them? And let them express their opinion, and you can just sit there and talk it out. Or just laugh it off, just laugh at them and say, you know, you're pathetic. How to stop yourself getting really angry when they've been bitching about you. What's the point in getting angry? All it's going to do is going to make you feel rubbish, and that's what they want to do. Do the opposite. Piss them off and be happy. Let the anger go and just think, no, they're pathetic. Distract yourself so you're not, you know, going over it in your head and getting more and more angry. How to act when you know / can hear them talking about you. If you can hear them, walk away. I mean, you could go up to them and say, would you like to say it to my face? And they'd probably be a bit shocked. How not to let girls intimidate you. What I'd say is, even if you don't feel like it inside, act confident. What to do if your two friends are bitching about each other and you're stuck in the middle. This is a tricky situation, but I think what you need to do is all sit down, or get them both to sit down and talk to each other. My friendship group is 4 girls including me, and one of the girls is really bitchy about the other 2 girls in the group. I don't know what to do as I've known her for a while, but she keeps betraying our trust. Seems all she's bothered about is impressing people and being popular. We feel like we only matter to her when she has time for us and it suits her. We've tried to speak to her before, but she isn't listening. I think you definitely just need to all sit down together and speak to her again, seriously. Tell her, from me, that being popular and impressing everybody shouldn't matter. Tell her how much it's mattering to you, and don't let her leave until she's listened to you. Why do girls try and make you feel jealous? Because we're girls, and because jealousy plays a huge part in life of a girl. Has the bitchy girl ever been one of your closest friends? If so, how did / would you deal with it? Yes, it has. I would deal with it by speaking to them. Simply confronting the issue and trying to get to the root of the problem, like why they're bitching, if they're bitching about you, what their issue is with you. Should you show emotion if a girl is being mean or hurting your feelings? Should you keep it to yourself or tell a friend or family member? I don't think personally you should show or upset by it unless they're your close friends. In that case, you know, say, look, this is upsetting me. But if they're trying to get a reaction out of you, don't give it to them. Either laugh it off or just give them a funny look like, what are you on about, and walk away. So I hope if your question was in there that I answered your question all right, and I hope this helps. If you did like this video and if it did help you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you soon. Bye!